Good morning. In the spirit of the Lando Norris monster, actually I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but we're gonna go do some driving. Come on with me. My cameraman doesn't even know where we're going. Alright, so morning routine. I've just got out of bed around about 5 seconds ago. Cold shower, straight in there. Do you want to put the camera on my face? It's alright, my cameraman's my brother, so I can be a little bit rude. Cold shower straight away, and then we pin some GHK every single morning straight away, otherwise I forget. And then a litre of water, and then it's caffeination time. So Saturday morning today, hence why we're going for a little spin, and then we're going to get into some work which I will show you. But I've been learning a bit of manual driving lately, so it's a little bit more fun. Stay tuned. Should I put the windows down? I don't know if it's gonna sound all muffled with the windows down. Manual. Wait. Shit. I always put it in too low over here. I'm holding on to the Lando. This isn't bad, you know. I had my first one when it was like warm, and it was so shit, but hits the spot first thing in the morning. I'm usually a coffee guy, but we're saving my latte, my weekend latte, for pre-gym, because on the weekends I do a latte instead of a long black. I can afford it with my calories on weekdays, but if I have it every day, it's not as special, is it? So we're saving it for the weekends. Obviously there's got a bit of fats in it from the almond milk, so I have less fats in my pre-workout meal and allocate those fats to the milk in my pre-workout coffee. That was probably extremely over-explained, but I'm going to show you a little bit of what Saturday morning work looks like. Alright, I know you probably just want to see some core already, but we have to do some work before meal one. I always wait 2 to 3 hours before eating anyways. So, first things first, we write out the to-do list. I'm old school. Pen and paper, get it out of the brain, and this way I like to cross off my tasks. It's just a little bit nicer. So, this morning, we will reply to client messages. Then I'm also got a couple new guys to add to the client group chat, as they've been with me for 4 weeks now. So always exciting adding in the new lads to the chat. And yeah, in terms of replying to messages, that can take anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes depending on how many messages have come through, who I'm going to check up on, and whether we need to do any adjustments from there. Then building out a new training phase for one of my clients, Ashley. So that'd be awesome. It's always good fun building out a new phase, and just programming things so that we've got optimal volume, but also programming it specific to that client, their enjoyments, what equipment they have access to, and that'll be the morning block of work done. Obviously Saturday, it's pretty chill. I try to take weekends off, but Saturdays I'm always doing, kind of admin-y stuff. There will also, I'm sure, be some other stuff that pop up. If I have consultations, then I'll put these on a Saturday morning as well. But other than that, I'm going to get this bit of work done and then rip into meal one, cream of fucking rice. Here we fucking go, mate. Gone with the protein drip today. Cashew butter mixed with honey protein. I'm telling you, like, this is the thing. We've got some honey on there as well. 100 grams cream of rice, 350 grams water, like a 3.5 rice flour water ratio, glass bowl banana, 4 grams potassium salt, good to go.
Got some damn sun. Melbourne, you're putting on a show for me.
Good thing we had some MT2 this morning as well. Might go get the hoodie off and jump out in the sun while I'm eating this. Sneak in a bit of a tan. The mandatory protein drippage going on. Let's see if we nailed the consistency. Oh yes. That's pretty much ideal. Fucking oath, man. So yeah, as mentioned, this has got like well, I haven't mentioned today. This has got about 120 carb, 900 calories, and a little bit less fat than usual. So I usually do 30 grams of combined dark chocolate and almond or cashew butter, but I'm only going with 20 today. And then I'm going to grab a almond latte on my way to the gym. So in terms of work, got most replies and whatnot done this morning. Still got to do some training program updates and get started on that. But I might do that on at a cafe on the way to the gym. I'm a fucking loser, and every time at a cafe, I order a coffee to sit down, but I'll get it in a takeaway cup because it tastes so much better out of a takeaway cup. Sorry to all you greenies out there, but man. And the compostable lids that some cafes are now doing, they ruin it. Tastes like cardboard, mate. So I have to make sure that the cafe does not do those damn cardboard lids. So yeah, we'll go to a cafe, extra hot, medium almond latte. I track that as 250 mils of barista almond milk because regular almond milk is 16 calories per 100 mil. Barista almond milk, which they use in all of the cafes, is like 40 calories per 100 mil. So you could think you're having a 30 calorie coffee, but it's actually over 100 calories. So just a little trick if you do love a latte. And then I'll probably spend like half an hour at the cafe. Probably won't get done with work, but got to head to the gym then as the caffeine is kicking in. And then we'll come home, finish off with work and have our post-workout meal. Time to eat this bad boy. I've been standing in front of it for long enough. My taste buds are tingling. My stomach juices are secreting. But you're gonna get the first bite actually. Fuck, I've been waiting a while for this. Body weight, now at 77 kilos. Started the cut at 71 kilos. It just keeps on creeping up. Still eating 3,300 calories. And every single week we're seeing like over 0.5 kilos gained while not eating anymore. Still 12,000 steps per day. We're in an anabolic state right now. See you later. Time to train. Your boy got a little excited and ate that way too quickly. And now I feel like I've been hit by a bus. So we're probably going to let this digest for 90 minutes to 2 hours, just so that I'm going into my session and blood isn't all being directed to my stomach to try and digest this food. I want my blood being directed to these goddamn triceps, baby. Quickly, does anyone know how to lace shocks properly? Oh, come on. I swear I cannot get these things right. They look so stupid when you put the laces and like tie them up at the top. But then I do them like this and it just gets loose and it's uncomfortable. So if anyone has any suggestions, I'd love if you could let me know. I'm going to take some lion's mane mushroom right now. I like to do it on the weekends. On the weekdays, I usually take alpha GPC as a nootropic. So this is going to enhance focus. Obviously, don't need it and it doesn't have like some major insane benefit. I know the name of it kind of implies that alpha GPC, but it's really quite mild. Lion's mane, same again. It's not like you take it and 20 minutes later you're like, what is going on? It's just your brain works that little bit smoother. So I like to change it up a bit on the weekends. So we're gonna pump a lion's mane, and they just come in like little capsules. It's not like I'm eating an actual magic mushy or something. And then, yeah, going to head off to cafe, do some work, and then go smash push, baby. Saturday gym sessions on top. Not a bad coffee, indeed. Almond latte, 1 equal. Fucking bosh. With programming and setting up programs, a lot of people looking to get into the coaching space will struggle with this side of things because they'll look to get everything optimal on paper. And sometimes that on paper optimality is fucking the complete opposite of optimal when it comes to that client in specific, maybe what gym they have access to, what time they go to the gym because of what equipment is going to be available, and what they're actually going to enjoy and be able to push intensity on. So this is why I love coaching so much, because I'm a little bit like autistic like this, how I am very, very heavily invested in this learning, not only on paper, like the physiology of what is going to create the best response, but what someone's going to be able to adhere to and follow best. Because some people may be following a program, but not driving the intensity we need because the enjoyment isn't there. So there's a lot of different things that we like to take into account. And this is something that gets breezed over a lot when someone may be thinking about the coaching side of things. Just a little one. I've got caffeine in me, so I am in blabber mode right now. Hopefully you can hear me all right and the car noises aren't too disturbing, but just finished up push, fucking banger of a session, incredible pump with a lot of sodium in the system, a lot of carbohydrate in the system. I want to talk about sickness because a lot of people are getting sick right now. In the last month or so, I've had probably over 50% of my clients get sick with a cold or flu-like symptoms. And getting sick does not ruin your progress. It doesn't take you back to ground zero. And there's a few things that we can do to make sure that we get out of this sickness as soon as possible, potentially prevent it from actually starting once we feel those symptoms coming on, and then kind of reframing things so that we're still progressing and we don't just feel sorry for ourselves and let our physique goals go to shit. So sickness doesn't ruin our progress because realistically, when we're sick, no one's forcing us to eat like shit. Yes, we might want to have some soups, some soothing soups and teas to calm the throat a little bit. There's no calories in there. There's negligible calories in there. And if we use getting sick as an excuse to drink fucking hot chocolates and eat burgers and Maccas, then obviously you're ruining your progress. But no one's forcing you to do that, bruv. No one's forcing you to do that. So when we get sick, we can still eat as usual. If we're in a build and trying to polish a lot of food and your appetite's completely gone from being sick, obviously things are a little bit different. If you have a coach, like what I do with clients in that situation, is we're focusing on a lot of liquid calories. If liquid calories are just cannot be stomached, then we do easy to stomach foods, and this is different for every single client. For some clients, they may be able to get down pasta really easily and chicken breast. For other clients, they may work better with red meat or fish and rice. We can also do nuts or lollies to get extra carbs in. Could do fruit juice and coconut water, flavored coconut water to get those extra carbs in as well. What we don't want to do is go crazy high on the shitty trans and saturated fats that are going to do us no good, and when we might be out of training for a week as well while we're sick. And if we're doing that while eating fuck all protein and heaps of low quality fats, we're going to put on fat and we're not going to put on muscle. So if you are in a build in this situation, let's not do that, and let's reassess, be smart about this, and understand the ball is still in our court when we get sick. Now, when you feel these symptoms coming on, What I like to do and what I recommend to all clients is, as soon as you feel these symptoms coming on, if you have vitamin C and vitamin D3 on hand, vitamin C, we're mega dosing that shit. So 2,000 milligrams per day. Shut the fuck up. 2,000 milligrams per day, and vitamin D3, 10,000 IU per day, just for as long as these symptoms are lasting. Sometimes if we grab it by the balls early, then this can actually allow us to not get properly sick. Yes, we might have some mild symptoms for a couple days, but this can stop like a really bad or a more drastic sickness from coming on. And that's because this is going to enhance our immune function and our immune response, preventing us from getting quite as cooked from sickness. Thought you might be getting a little bored of the same angle and a little bored of my big old pill. So I thought I'd change angles. But when we are sick, and if this is, say, a flu or a gut bug and it's affecting our gut, there is something that we like to call the gut-brain axis, which literally is referring to the gut being directly linked and having these pathways to the brain. So when our gut health is compromised and we may be shitting our guts up or vomiting our guts up, our brain is also going to be negatively impacted. Now, this can be mood, this can be focus, this can be brain fog and low energy levels. It's an odd looking car. This is why when you get sick and you may be fully recovered and you're just grumpy for no reason, you have your mum tries to speak to you and you just lash out for no reason. I don't know, I'm throwing out random examples and you're like, why the hell is this happening? That is likely due to that gut-brain axis, where that gut is still in a compromised position when we're a couple days out of the sickness, and this is really affecting our mood and our focus. If you're in this state and training feels terrible, just know it may be due to this fact. And if we know this and understand this, then it's quite a lot easier to push through the shit feelings, and we're probably still going to be able to hit the same numbers. You know, we might be feeling a little weaker, but we can likely still hit our same training numbers. So let's go in with that same intent when we do get back to training. Understand that it might feel a little bit shit, and we might be feeling shit about the physique, especially because we have more water retention, might have more inflammation. There is a lot of cars going past right now. I hope this audio isn't absolutely cooked. So we might be feeling shit about the physique, but we need to focus on the things that are still going to move our physique forward, instead of feeling sorry for ourselves, because that water retention is going to flush off, that inflammation is going to flush off, our gut health is going to improve, and we're going to be back in action, as long as we don't let this sickness affect us and allow it to cause us to go off plan and feel shit for a longer period of time. There's my 2 cents and how I kind of approach things with myself and with clients as well. I hope you took a little bit of help from that. Jesus. 500 grams potato, 50 beetroot, 225 chicken, 100 mushroom, 100 mango. Bosh. Fuck me dead. Jesus Christ. I am ravenously hungry after my workouts. This is why I have a lot of fat in my pre-workout meal, so that my rate of digestion is slowed, and when I've finished my workout, I'm not disgustingly hungry. But even today, I am disgustingly hungry. Got to get the IG flick first and foremost. There we go, mate. So as mentioned, 500 grams potato, 225 chicken, 100 mango to help with protein digestion post-workout. Then we've got 100 mushroom and 50 beetroot. Now, before I tuck in, I just wanted to let you know something that I do on weekends, and that is audiobooks. So it's my little activity for my weekend, my little self-development activity. And I'm currently listening to the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is a very
popular, well-known book. Of course, it's a long one. It's a tough read. Well, I'm not reading. I'm listening to it, aren't I? So I'll try to do a chapter of this every single weekend, and that'll be like an hour worth of listening. But obviously, it takes more than an hour because I'm pausing it, going back, making sure I take everything in, noting stuff down, and whatnot. So I will have this on while eating my meal. No further distractions than that. I find if I'm scrolling my phone, it's just like, nah, nah. Takes me too long to eat. My food goes cold and can't digest it as well because not as present. You're not chewing your food as well. Saliva isn't coating those boluses of food going down your gullet. What a great few words just then. That was disgusting. Sorry. First bit of beetroot. Yes. Yes, please. If you keep on watching, if I keep this recording, then you're going to see some things that you might not want to see. Me getting a little bit too close with me food. See you, mate.
In times of higher appetite, volume for the win. This is completely on plan with my regular dinner meal. It's just my 200 grams veg of choice. I've gone with a coleslaw mix. So it's fucking hefty. That's rice in there as well as kangaroo. And yeah, instead of doing the regular broccoli, green beans, carrot mix, I've gone in with coleslaw, which is way higher in volume. And this damn thing is going to take me a fair while to get through and be a lot more satiating. Because I'm hungry as a motherfucker today. That's literally all that I wanted to say. I have a very exciting little trick up my sleeve for my last meal, which you're going to want to see, mate. We have gotten very creative tonight. I'm going to try and get the good lighting here. But, oh. Holy shit. That is a mega yogurt bowl with 200 grams mixed berries. Well, not actually mixed berries, half strawberries, then blueberries and raspberries separate as well, because the blackberries in the mixed berry bag absolutely suck. And then 70 grams of rice bubbles, 300 grams non-fat yogurt. That is a protein drip mixed with dark chocolate. Melted dark chocolate, protein powder, boiling water, and then the main event, what looks like sloppy diarrhea, is actually date syrup. This shit is fucked. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to eat this in peace. I don't think you want to see me absolutely salivating to the max to this, but that is all for this video. I had a lot of fun filming this video. I hope you enjoyed. A little bit different, a little bit more fast-paced. I'm guessing it's going to be a longer video than usual, but comment what you think about it. If you want to see more longer videos and you actually fucked with this kind of thing and didn't get sick of me blabbering on, let me know and I'll keep them coming. If it was too long, also let me know and I'll shorten them down a bit. I can take a little bit of criticism, especially when I got date syrup to look forward to at night time. Fucking hell. See you later, mate. Enjoy your day.